Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So my most popular video on my YouTube as of date right now is this expansion mods video for Stardew. It's got a ton of really cool expansion mods covering different maps to new furniture and like different buildings and dialogue characters, all that sort of stuff. But I thought it would be fun to touch base as there are new mods that are being uploaded every single day and a lot of mods that I didn't get a chance to cover. So today I'm going to be covering some more expansion mods that you can install into your Stardew Valley game. Before we get into the video, if you're into Stardew modding, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I upload lots of Stardew Valley modding related content over here, and the subscribe button is free. It's just a little red button. You get notified for all my future uploads and all that fun stuff. But anyway, let's get on into this video. So as always, our quick disclaimer, all of these mods are downloadable through Nexus Mods. I will be leaving all the links for these mods in the description below, and also all of those mods might need something else to be downloaded, for instance, Smappy or a content patcher. It'll have a list of all of the mods that you need downloaded beforehand. A couple of the character ones we'll be going through are ones particularly for expansion mods, so you'll need to have those ones installed beforehand as well. It'll have all the information on the file when you open it. But with that being said, we've got three separate categories to go through today. So to start us off, we've got our expanded maps or new maps category. In this category as well, it does a lot of packs. So if it's a pack of a new map and new livestock and new characters and everything, that'll be in this one here. Coming in next, we have new dialogue / characters. These are all of your new characters, any additional dialogue that you can get in the game. And then lastly, we have new forageables or buildings. There's not a lot in this last one, but it's just a couple of really cool ones that I thought deserved a little bit of a shout out. But enough of that, let's get into our first mod, which is Moon Misadventures. Have you ever wanted to go to the moon? Well, now you can. This is a really cool mod that utilizes the dwarf and gives them a little bit of extra dialogue as well. So essentially you have to visit the dwarf and repair an ancient vehicle of his with late game materials, and you get to visit the moon for a new challenge. This mod includes 2 new tool tiers, a new accessory type, new dungeon, and some other stuff. This looks so cool. There's so many different little places that you can go and explore on the moon, crops, and so many different things that you can put there, and just overall a really cool little expansion into your late game. Coming in next, we have Rejuvenating Forest. The Rejuvenating Forest mod adds in 2 new NPCs, a brand new location, and 2 new items that are all used within a custom quest. This forest is out of control with overgrowth that is preventing the wizard's brother, the Twizzard, from returning home. With this mod, you'll get a chance to explore in order to find the source of the growth and tame the forest. And as a reward, you will learn to craft a new magic fertilizer. This mod essentially adds in a custom quest line, which includes a new area, the Rejuvenating Forest. It is located within the Secret Woods. The 2 new mods are Terrence the Explorer and the Twizzard, who can help aid you in your quests. You can gather an abundance of materials such as wood, fiber, hardwood, and more. And overall, it's just a really cool storyline that adds in a couple of new characters, but a really cool quest. Coming in next, we have Fostoria. Fostoria was once a bustling mining community near Pelican Town. Now it has been largely abandoned. Fostoria is home to 3 new NPCs and 2 different shops. This new location does offer bountiful forage, new fishing locations, new friends, new quests, and even allows you to walk to the desert from here. This does also pair up with a mod that we'll go into a little bit later, that is Stockton. So the 3 new NPCs that you get a chance to meet is Pori, who is a fun-loving flower child, Remington, who sells a variety of fish in his shop, and Iris, who is the wizard's sister. She also has a small shop in the area selling a few artifacts. This is a really cool mod on its own, but if you do have the other mod installed, which we'll go through a little bit later, then they do work very well together. I love the look of the new NPCs. I think they're so pretty. Pori is so cute. And I love the story and the different things that you can do throughout this mod. Coming in next, we have the Dam mod. So this Dam mod adds in 7 new maps. You have the Dam, Cliff ad mine, pasture area, afforestation area, and dam road maps. These can produce tons of foraging items, tree stumps. Some of them even have their own tent there so that you can end your day and save so you don't have to run back home. And a lot of stuff that gets released once you have friendship levels with some of the NPCs. This is a really cool mod, I think, to add in if there's a couple of resources that you're really struggling with. They all have their each individual resources and reasons for being there. It's not just a different area with the exact same things. It also does work with a couple of different mods as well, so they can work together and give you a sort of a larger expansion feel. But I do like how this one works, especially if you're someone like me who does struggle a lot with resources. It does work well if you're super into your resources and needing a lot of stuff. Coming up next, we have the Ginger Island Extra Locations mod. This essentially adds in 9 brand new locations for Ginger Island, including combat ones and an endgame mining zone. I full-heartedly agree that Ginger Island feels incredibly small for how big it seems seems in the map. But additionally, I think that there should be more. And this mod helps to fix that. So it adds in 9 locations. Some of them are a southwest beach, a deeper zone of the east forest, an abandoned cave in the southeast, and a few others. There is an endgame mining zone and a legend that hints how to unlock it. It's a really cool mod. I love Ginger Island. I love going there, but I just think that there could be more, and there was just a little bit of wasted potential with it. So I do like that we can get some extra spaces. Up next, we have Welcome to Mineral Town. So Mineral Town is a brand new area. It is a quaint village full of friendly residents that lies not too far from Pelican Town. You can explore new places, you can make new friends, and potentially even find your soulmate. This one comes with brand new fish to catch and goods to acquire. In this one, you have 5 new bachelorettes and 5 new bachelors. You have Anne, Ellie, Karen, Mary, and Popuri. And then your bachelors are Cliff, Doctor, Gray, Kai, and Rick. There are 30 new fish species for this one, and a ton of new areas to discover, including Goddess Hill, Wisp Song Forest, and Mineral Beach. This is a really cool expansion mod. I love that there's new bachelorettes and bachelors, and I love the just whole big like farming feel to it. Not only that, but there are a ton of new NPCs with this one as well. I love how this map looks, and definitely another one on my list of recommendations to try. Coming up next, we have Stardew Valley Roguelike. So this opens up a brand new area of the mines with this unique dungeon crawling experience for Stardew Valley. You can explore and fight your way through an infinitely deep mine. There is additionally an online leaderboard for this one to see how fast you can get to the bottom. The features include 10 unique boss fights, custom floor layouts, floors with unique challenges, custom in-game perks and curses, as I said, an online leaderboard system, difficulty scaling and hard mode, and a multiplayer support. This is a really cool mod. This is a very like speedrunner sort of mod, or something that if you're really wanting to like put your name out there in the community, probably something that I'd look into. I love the sort of like dungeon crawling experience that this mod gives you. I think it's really cool. Coming in next to go with the previous mod we spoke about, Fostoria, we have Stockton. Stockton is a thriving mill town located north of Pelican Town. You can access this area by foot if you have Fostoria installed. Otherwise, you can access this area by bus. It includes 2 large maps, a total of 39 new locations, including 11 shops, 48 new NPCs, including 14 marriage candidates, brand new hard events, and more. Not only that, but just like we have a Stardew wiki, they have a Stockton wiki, which I thought was really cool. There are a ton of new NPCs, including non-human characters as well, like our dwarfs. There is so much different stories to go through here. As I said, so many different characters and all. I can't get over how big this mod is. It is such a cool mod. Definitely one that I would be keeping an eye out for, and definitely one I'd be checking out installing. Coming in next, we have Cinder Snap Circle. So this essentially adds in a new location to the Cinder Snap Forest for brand new NPCs. So whilst Pelican Town has a lot to offer already, Cinder Snap Forest is no different from that. With this mod, you get to explore a new area full of new characters in the Cinder Snap Circle. This is located north of Marnie's farm, and it's a cozy spot where a few of Pelican Town's residents have settled down. They have noted that more NPCs will be added later, but as of this moment, it is just Milo. Milo is a really cool character. He's an R&B musician and fashion connoisseur, and likes to think of himself as a laid-back and humorous kind of guy. Additionally, in there, if you don't want this mod, but you do want to have Milo in your game, you can just have Milo as an individual NPC added into your game. I really like this mod. I love the idea of it, and I'm really excited to see what other kind of characters that the creator comes up with, and to see who else we can get in this awesome mod. Up next, we have Cape Stardew. So Cape Stardew is a brand new area that you get to explore that is near the sea. It adds in a new location southwest of the Cinder Snap Forest, and the entrance is located near the Hat Mouse. It does come with a brand new custom NPC whose name is Anetta, who is a new resident that has moved in to the house on the Cape. There's a couple of quests and different things that you can do, and I super love the concept and idea for this one. I'd love to learn more about Anetta and like hear her storyline and stuff, but definitely a cool little expansion mod that you can add in. Coming up next, we have a Rotten Constellation. This one is just like quest story city. So with this mod, you must travel through 2 realms to stop the world from collapsing. It is a short story that involves the Junimos, the wizard, and some aliens. There's a far constellation taken over by decomposition and rotting debris. After a boom catches your attention, you meet a character pleading for your help. You must voyage between both realms and destroy the source of the chaos. Once you finish all these events, 2 new zones will be unlocked for you. This is a really cool one. It gives us some more storyline with the wizard and a couple of new characters. Does seem like a really cool story, and I'm excited to delve into it a bit further. Coming in next, we have Defense Division. So our main goal of the Adventurers Guild is to raid caves, hunt monsters, and of course explore new areas and reach new areas. But without a defense force, who's going to protect the town and its citizens? This is a really cool mod that includes the guild, which provides small and large towns with guild-funded housing to support other regions. In these lodgings, people paid by the guild are sent to watch and protect the region. This mod brings in a couple of brand new NPCs such as Edward, Isis, Miranda, a new pet, Lee, and includes a new map as well. It does also include a new style for when the days are cold. This is a really cool idea. I love this sort of concept behind it. I love the NPCs and the map as well. I'm very excited to delve into this one further as well. We're almost at the end of our first category. Coming in next, we have the Stardew Valley universe. So this mod adds in 2 new NPCs, each with an immersive backstory, schedule, portraits, and more. The characters are Barbara and Theodore. With this mod, additionally, it moves the Help Wanted board over to Barbara's house and adds a sword shop. There are a couple more things that happen throughout the game after you get some more hard events with the characters, but overall I think a really cool little additional mod that you can have. And our last mod for this category, we have Ancient History, a museum expansion mod. So this is a complete museum lore expansion. This adds in new NPCs and shops. It comes with 2 new NPCs. You have Charlie, and then you have a cute little Junimo Randy. This is a really cool idea. I like that there's something else to do after you finish the museum and some extra lore instead of just finishing it. I like it. That is it for our expanded maps and new maps mods. Our next category is our new dialogue and characters mods, and we're going to start it off strong with the Lively Town mod. This is just a simple dialogue mod. It helps to make the town feel more alive and dynamic, from sprucing up NPC behavior to making more dynamic events and maps. So some of the current features that this mod has is you could get a corner store in Pierre's for Caroline, which unlocks year 2 when you have 4+ hearts with Caroline. It essentially is open Friday to Sunday and sells out of season flowers and seeds, saplings, tea, bouquets, and more. After Shane's 8 heart event, Pierre will start selling eggs and a fridge will appear in the shop. And Shane will also get some extra dialogue. Another really cool one that I like is when you're married to someone else, you can get certain marriage candidates higher heart events. For instance, getting 14 heart events available when you're at 8 hearts with them. And there's so much more. There's a couple of really cool features in there, and I think this is overall really cool dialogue mod. Something to really help this game out. Coming in next, one that I thought was fun, we have the Thenomiverse. This is essentially a mod that adds in gnome-related content into the game. The current additions include Rocks, a new shopkeeper in the sewers who sells rare and expensive items. It also gives an unlockable sewer farm that lets you plant crops of any season similar to the greenhouse. It gives you 2 brand new crops that can be bought from Rocks, a new powerful weapon that you can buy as well, a brand new sprinkler that can water a 7x7 area, and you'll see him come through on a regular schedule. This is a really cool mod with a couple of extra little items and little events and stuff, and I love the sound of this one. It sounds really interesting. Up next, we have the Corrupted Garden. The Corrupted Garden adds in a brand new shopkeeper who sells corrupted variants of old seeds and even some new ones, and will also sell some weapons. This merchant, however, will not take your regular coin, but he wants a new ore known as Crimsonite ore. This will become a brand new ore that spawns in your mines, mainly at deeper levels than the Skull Caverns. There is a whole brand new selection of crops to grow, from corrupted carrots to a brand new one called the Corrupted Heartberry, and many more. These ones are meant for profit though, don't eat them, don't do it. I know you might want to, but you shouldn't. Some of these crops as well can be used in recipes, which brings us to some brand new recipes in this mod. You can use crops from this mod, vanilla crops, and even animal products to make new recipes that can give your character some pretty cool buffs. Additionally, you can get 2 new weapons from the shopkeeper, and they're pretty strong. They're meant to be better than your regular galaxy weapons. This is a really cool idea. I love the sort of different like corrupted seeds and stuff and like food that you can get. I don't know, I just think it's really, really neat. Coming in next, we have Romantic Love Letters. This is a really cool mod. With this one, NPCs will respond to your friendship in the form of love letters. The content of the letter changes with the season, and there will also be invitation letters from NPCs the day before the festivals. This is a really cool mod. I don't know about you, but I love stepping out of my house in Stardew and seeing a little mail sign. I get very excited to see what it is, and I love the idea that they can send you letters as well. Coming in next, we have, I'm going to butcher this, I'm very sorry, Ree the Architect. So this one adds in a brand new architect within the game to the Eastgard mod. We all know that Lewis wants a better town, but to do that, he needs someone who can do the job right. So this brings in 2 new characters, Ree, who is an architect in her mid-20s. Her and Robin have been friends since she moved to Eastgard, and the two often work together on projects. And Charles, who is also in his mid-20s, and in contrast to Ree, rather quiet and prefers to let others talk. He works as a web developer and often talks with Sebastian about coding issues. So the features include, as I said, are 2 brand new fully fleshed NPCs, 30+ new lore-friendly events. They also have a dog. That's kind of just sold me. Optional seasonal outfits, villager dialogue. It is compatible with Stardew Valley, Expanded, and Ridgeside Village. It does give an additional furnished house in Eastgard and some brand new quests. This is a really cool additional one. Instead of it just being like another character, it's got like so much more that you can get to it. And I like the idea that obviously we've got Robin who makes these buildings, but then we can have an actual architect who can, you know, do that sort of stuff. Coming in next, we have the Never-Ending Adventure NPC Mateo mod. So Mateo is the resident rogue for East Carp. You can take Mateo and embark on their thrilling expedition into an all-new era of adventures. This brings over 30 new monster slaying quests, brings in for East Carp their very own special order board, a guild ledger which allows you to trade bone fragments for artifacts to help complete your museum collection, and additionally their ever-loving Pepper Rex Emeritus. This is a really cool mod. I think Mateo sounds so cool. I love that you can have a friend to do all of these quests with, and he has a pet dragon. That, like, just all these small things are what sells me, you know? Coming in next, another really kind of cool one, we have Juna for NPC Adventures. So Juna is a scheming ballerina who you can invite to go adventuring with you. You can fight in the mines, forage in the woods, and go and scheme around in the town or just hang out on the beach. According to everything here, Juna is a little bit apparently of a mess, who's sort of very unpredictable. This is a really cool mod. I love that you can have someone to do all of these NPC adventures and like mining and stuff. And I love how like unpredictable she is and that she just kind of does her own thing. She writes her own rules and I love that. Coming in next, one of my like personal favorites, I think, and the last one for this category, we have Cotton, the Swedish shopkeeper. So this mod adds in Cotton, who is a brand new shopkeeper that sells sweet things like pink cake, cashew saplings, and strawberry seeds. She's essentially on Stardew Valley trying to raise some funds to come back for her homeland. It's a really cool mod. I think she's super, super cute. I love her hair and everything. And I like that you can get your little sweet fix from her. We are on to our last category and last couple of mods for this video. So this is all of our new Forageables and Buildings mods. To starting us off, we have the Forage of Ferngill mod. So this is a really large, thorough expansion to foraging in Stardew Valley. You guessed it, more fruit, flowers, mushrooms, edible roots, artisan goods, and meals. And it does have compatibility with all of the expansion mods. So this mod adds in 54 brand new forageable items that can be found all around the valley. They are seasonal fruits, mushrooms, flowers, and more. Gives you the introduction of edible roots. Additionally, Ginger Island and the desert have now been added, and these locations will have their own unique foraging items found nowhere else. There are several brand new cooking recipes purchasable from various vendors, and some new artisan goods that can be made with some rare forage items. This is a really cool mod. The creator has like a couple of things that they would love to add to it further down the track, and I love how these different crops look. I love the crops that we have in the base game, don't get me wrong, but I was obviously always like more. I love foraging and doing all that sort of stuff, so I love that we can get some more things to go and have a look for. Coming in next, we have PPJA Even More Recipes. So this mod is just as it sounds. It adds in a ton of brand new recipes that you can make within your Stardew Valley game. There's a couple of really cute looking things here, like different like donuts, little cakes and everything. I'm truly in love with how some of this stuff looks. I do like the cooking aspect of Stardew Valley, and I do always wish that there was more things, and this one just gives it that feel. Very cool mod, especially if you're big on the cooking stuff. And we are finally at our last mod for this video. To end us off with a bang, we have the Spouse Patio for Krobus, and this is a seasonal version of this mod. This essentially adds in a spouse patio for Krobus when he is the farmer's roommate. This additionally changes depending on the season, and there is a version of this mod that is not seasonal. It's a really cute little mod if you have Krobus living with you, just to sort of make sure that they have their own space. But anyway, besties, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, let me know what kind of modding related content you guys would like to see next. I'm excited that we got to touch base on some more expansion mods. Additionally, my last expansion mod video was 7 months ago, and within this time there have been so many brand new mods uploaded onto this hub. I'm really excited to maybe touch base with this one in a couple more months and see what new ones we have. But anyway, besties, on that note, I will catch all of you guys on my next video. Bye everybody.